look forward to the next of our A finals.
So next up, it's the lightweight men's double scull. See the boat there, 2 rowers in the boat, each carrying 2 blades, weighing in an average of 70 kilograms. You see the lineup there. In a second, we'll have a look into each of the boats, have an introduction to each of the crews.
Yeah, the South Africans there over in lane 1. What a fantastic scull from them to get into this final. They had to battle through from last place at 1,000 metres. And the Norwegian world champions, well, they haven't had the best of season being world champions, but they will hope to emerge once more. In the centre lane, the Italians, Micheletti and Ruta, won their semi-final ahead of Germany, but the class crew, one of the best crews at this regatta, Jérôme Azou, his partner Stanley Delière in lane 4.
France.
There's the 2 young Germans, Jason Osborne in the stroke seat, Maurice Moose behind him. Fantastic regatta they've had. And of course,
Attention.
On this near side, the 2 Muda brothers, Tico and Vincent.
Wow, look at those young Germans. Absolutely punch it out of the start there.
There's nothing held back there from the Germans, was there? But it's the French, I think, as you said, Martin, the class crew here, who look like they might have just got slightly the best of it off the start. As we take a look here at the Italian double, just slightly catching a bit of water there on those left sculls, and I'm not sure that's going to be helping them too much.
No, it is the French in lane 4. They're out to almost a canvas lead over the young Germans. Only 20 years of age, Moritz Moss and Jason Osborne.
Let's have a look there at Jérôme Azou in the stroke seat, Stanley Delaney behind him, and they are just such a class act, moving so smoothly together. And the Germans are looking to stick with them, looking to go with them, and the Italians made a little bit of a recovery, as well as the Norwegians, world champions in 2013, going with the pace.
Yeah, Jason Osborne, of course, people in Britain will know him as spending some time in the Tideway Scullers Club, the German strokeman there. And of course, they had to fight off the efforts of Steinbühl and Hartig, who took the silver medal in the Europeans, to get the double scull slot for Germany.
It's great to me just looking at that German double, how slowly the blades actually come through. Just what a great lock-up they have as you look, the blades go in, get locked up, and then really come back quite slowly, and they really lever the boat through very effectively to me.
Coached by Robert Sens from Mainz, this young combination really has been the talk of this event in this past season, and really showing how much potential they have and how fantastically fast they are as they come through in second through the first 500 metre mark. A fantastic display, and just incredible considering how young they are, and typically it is an event where the athletes tend to be a lot older. You tend to get a lot more experience and a lot more speed in the lightweight category with age.
Yeah, as we ride with the Germans, they have no fear. The French, of course, in the lead. They set a new world's best time in the heat of 6:08.64. They are under that pace in this race. They went through the 500 then in 1:30.93. Today, 1:29.32. There's the race for gold and silver. On your right, the French double, the peerless Jérôme Azou and Stanley Delière. On your left, the 2 young pretenders, the Germans.
And just starting to move their way up into the field now. It is the Norwegians starting to vie for a medal. They're the world champions. We can't discount them as we come towards the 800 metre mark here. They will be looking to win a medal, and with them come the Italians as well, just ever so slightly edging out on the young Germans.
What a recovery the Italians have made after that messy start, and they've now just eased into the pace, eased into the race, and really having a very strong second 500.
I think the Germans are finding it very hard to live with this pace. They were so brave. There's the Muda twins. They do have a fantastic sprint finish, which they had to use, of course, to get through the Danes in that semi-final. So don't write them off, but they've got a lot of work to do.
So we see it there, really tight at the front of the field. It is the French, the Italians, Norway and South Africa. Germany still with it. I think the Dutch are going to be too far out of it down here in lane 6. So we get a nice close-up of them, and you can see the pain already showing there on Vincent Muda's face in the stroke seat.
And I think we really expected big things from this French double, but they're now being shut down inch by this Italian team in lane 3. Did you expect to see this, Martin?
Well, I didn't expect to see this, I must admit, in the middle of the race, but the pace is phenomenally quick. They are 3 seconds under the world's best time. That was 3:04, which they set earlier in the week. They went through the K in 3:01. It just shows you the level of competition. The French double in lane 4, the Italians in lane 3. I do think Azou and Delia are such a class act, they will be able to contain any move that any of these crews throw at them. And I fully expect them to win the gold medal, but I didn't expect to see them push that hard.
I think that's a very big shout, Martin, at this stage of the race. We're still 700 metres to go. Just seeing the Italians beside them, they were second in Lucerne. The French were first in Lucerne, but here we go. The Italians are definitely not letting them have it their own way. The boat speed pretty similar as the Italians take it up 38 strokes a minute.
And look what's happening over there in lane 1. The South Africans on 36 strokes a minute, so slightly down, but look how cool they look. So relaxed over there on the far side. We've got an Olympic gold medalist in there, so you don't discount these guys, and what a resurgence we've seen from the South African team at this regatta. Of course, the men's pair making it onto the podium in just the race before, so a fantastic result here for the South Africans to get themselves in the hunt for a medal now.
Well, the crews have gone through the 500 metre mark. It's now probably about 400 to the line. I think we're in for a really, really exciting last 400, and I think the South Africans really are moving back and putting a lot of pressure on the French in the leading position. And let's not count out the Norwegians either, who seem to have made a massive move here. And I can't wait to see a look across the course.
Big disappointment from the Norwegian men's double. Lars Johan Flodin, who coaches this Norwegian crew, was very disappointed that they couldn't do more in yesterday's race, but what a fantastic race this is. The pressure now the French are under. Of course, the French have beaten all these doubles this season, including the South Africans. They beat at Henley, but well, they are a class crew, the French.
Well, the French have still got it by a few feet, but we've got the Norwegians here piling on the pressure as they come in with about 20 strokes to go to the line.
I think the momentum for me looks like it's with South Africa. They're up at 42 strokes a minute. They've made the attack. They possibly have a slight advantage over there on the far side. It looks like they're going to go with it. They're going to take the French as they come towards the grandstand here. The crowd's going wild. 3 crews locked together.
Wow, what a finish. It may be proved wrong. The just trying to dig in, but it is the South Africans, I think.
I think that was South Africa. Norway definitely third. PF for photograph. Germany faded.
I did call the French in that race that they would be able to hold anything.
You went early, Martin, but who knows? You're a good predictor. Maybe you're right.
Hands up
we're
there
going to be in
from
for
the
a world
South
best
African.
time. It's going to be a world best in these conditions. The South Africans waving the flags.
Azou and Delia cannot believe it. The announcer here is saying that...
and we've got confirmation of it now here in our box, that it is South Africa who took that by 9/100ths of a second. And you can just imagine what it's like for the South Africans to have taken out that gold medal.
How close was that? Just 5-6 feet across the gold, silver, bronze medal. The French still have the lead at this point on the replay with some 15 strokes to go. Stanley Dedier, the man who's had to recover from a back injury, looking across.
He was looking across for the last 3 strokes, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Surprised, really, a man of his experience would have thought maybe it's time to get your head down and just look straight down the bows.
Absolutely. Roger Barrow, who took the brave decision to go for the lightweight men's double after the injury to one of his 4 that took gold in the London Olympics. And James Thompson holding his hands up there. He doesn't know.
Waiting for the photo at that point, isn't he? Not knowing what the result is.
Well, his stroke man there, John Smith, told me at the Henley Regatta when they came over that James Thompson was the best lightweight men's rower in the world, bar none, and it would seem he had a fair point there. Confirmation of that result.
We see that confirmed. It was South Africa taking out a world best time by 3 seconds, just ahead of France and Norway, who picked up the bronze. We move now for the medal ceremony.